ladies and gentlemen, and online viewers from Nigeria and Taiwan. Welcome to the 2021 Taiwan-Nigeria Machinery Industries Forum. I'm your MC, Carolyn. This event is organized by Bureau of Foreign Trade and Taiwan Association of Machinery Industry, implemented by TAITRA. 欢迎各位线上线下的业界先进们参加今日由经济部国际贸易局与台湾机械工业同业公会 FACAN 举办外贸协会执行的2021年台奈机械产业对话论坛。我是今天的司仪念轩。To kickstart today's event, I would like to invite the Secretary General of the Bureau of Foreign Trade, Ministry of Economic Affairs, Ms. Amelia Dai, to give us some opening remarks. 在活动的一开始，有请贸易局戴婉蓉主任秘书上台，为我们说几句话。
奈及利亚工贸投部商品及出口司的司长 Mr. Suleman Adebayo Audu， 我们机械工会塑橡胶机械专门委员会会长谢树林谢会长，还有我们奈及利亚驻华商务办事处阿麦德处长，还有我们台湾农机工业同业公会的杨理事长，还有我们今天的讲者以及线上奈及利亚台湾的朋友们，各位女士、各位先生，大家好，大家午安。
午安。
非常感谢大家今天能够出席我们的论坛，我们非常荣幸，我们奈及利亚的工贸投部的敖杜司长，今天能够来莅临致辞哈。当然，最高兴的是我们能够跟机械工会来合作，邀请台湾跟奈及利亚两国的机械的专家来分享各地的机械的市场的这个情况。那当然非常荣幸，我们邀请到我们台湾机械工会最权威的专家我们专委会的会长，也是我们台湾最大的 PET 吹瓶机制造工会的制造公司保全工业的董事长谢树林先生，刚刚在会前他就跟我讲，我们桌上的矿泉水的水瓶应该就是他们家做的哈。那还有我们拥有超过300家会员厂商的台湾农机工会的理事长杨建生先生来共同参与我们今天有一个 session 叫焦点的对谈哈。那谈到这个机械，大家都知道这个机械是代表着一个国家产业发展非常重要的一项指标跟产品哈。那我们也发现到说，最近5年非洲整体的机械的进口每年大概有600亿的美元。那进口的成长率第1名跟第2名的分别是农业的喷雾机具跟橡塑胶的机械哈。那这当中奈及利亚就在2020年进口超过了100亿美元的机械产品，占整个非洲的进口总额是1/6。那我们看到的奈及利亚这样的一个需求，跟我们也有这样的一个强项，所以这是一个很好的一个机会我们贸易局呢，在今年也办了很多场的机械产业的采购媒合的活动哈。例如，我们3月份举办的全球机械采购大会，就有数十家大概就是40家了的非洲的买主来跟我们采购包装机啦、塑胶机械啦，还有食品机械这些的产品那接下来谈一谈我们自己的机械产品。我们的机械产业非常的健全，有一个上下游的一个供应链的体系。那整体的机械的出口值呢是超过250亿美元，并且呢也提供整体智慧制造解决的一个方案，达到机台的监控、自动的排程，还有预防保养这些智慧的功能。那大家都知道，面对我们这次的这个疫情我们台湾整个企业所组成的一个口罩的工具机国家队 在这个45天之内就成立了90条的口罩生产线。那智慧机械呢产业就是促成这样的一个成果非常重要的一个关键哈。那除此之外，台湾的农业机械出口值大概是2亿美元。那塑橡胶的这个机械每年的出口值是大概是10亿美元，是全球的前6大的出口国。那么今天的活动呢，我们会聚焦在讨论说，我们台湾跟奈及利亚在农业跟橡塑胶机械的到底有哪些的一个商机？那我们非常了解说，奈及利亚对于农业跟橡塑胶机的这个需求哈，其实一直在成长当中。那双方其实有很大的一个合作的一个潜力。那我们希望说，透过今天这样的一个研讨会，专家的说明跟对谈，能够让彼此呢有更深入的一个了解。好，那需求在那里，那希望未来呢能有更多的一个合作的一个机会。最后我要再次的欢迎各位贵宾来莅临今天的这样的一个论坛。那我也预祝我们今天台奈的机械对话论坛非常的成功顺利。谢谢大家，谢谢大家。
Thank you so much, Miss 戴。我们再次掌声，谢谢戴主秘，也请戴主秘先回座。Now I would like to invite the Director of Commodities and Export Department, Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, Mr. Suleman Adebayo Audu to make a remark for us. 接下来呢，让我们有请奈国联邦政府工贸投部商品及出口司司长 Mr. Suleman Adebayo Audu 线上为我们致辞。
Thank you. Good morning from Abuja, Nigeria. And let me say upfront that this address is being delivered on behalf of the Permanent Secretary, Federal Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Evelyn Ngige, at the occasions of the online Taiwan-Nigeria Machinery Industry Forums held today, 19 October 2021. Let me say that I stand on existing protocol suffice to say that the Secretary General of BOFT, distinguished participants, distinguished panelists, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to participate at this online Taiwan-Nigeria Machinery Industry Forum. I'm particularly delighted for the opportunity to deliver the opening remarks at this session, which will deliberate and come up with policy directions that will assist to develop the non-oil sector or inclusive and creation. I wish to salute the commitments, the initiatives, and drive of the Bureau of Foreign Trade (BOFT) of the Ministries of Economic Affairs in Taiwan and the Taipei Trade Office in Federal Republic of Nigeria for organizing this meeting, and most importantly, for exhibiting an uncommon degree of hard work as a platform for the promotions of the bilateral relations between Nigeria and Taiwan. Today is an accomplishment of a drive to create a sustainable platform for businesses between our respective countries. The theme of this program, Taiwan, especially public policies for economic growth. Committed to driving the plan of data communication and industrialization as articulated in the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan, ARDP, and Nigerian Industrial Revolution, NRP. It is encouraging to note that stakeholders are building alliances and partnerships along various value chains, having come to terms with the reality that on quantified wealth lays within the local sector of our economies. The single lady Taiwan is large in trade, industries, and investment. Taiwan have cordial bilateral relationship with Nigeria. This warm relationship should be deepened to assist less industrialized friends like Nigeria to seize opportunities presented by development in the new era, to create an impressive platform for us to deepen international business cooperation for shared prosperity and progress. I suggest that events like this should be routinely held to increase alliances with Nigerian businessmen, to enhance their productions and processing capacity for increased competitiveness on a win-win basis. The world is going through a new round of major development, transformation, and adjustment. As part of the plan to improve competitiveness of Nigerian businesses, our government is working with our strategic partners and international friends to build capacity and funding for the growth of small and medium-sized businesses to ensure that all impediments militating against investments are minimized, if not completely eliminated. Indeed, the administration is promoting aggressive investment in value chain development as critical in our quest for sustainable economic development in Nigeria. At this juncture, I would encourage the Taipei Trade Office in Nigeria to design programs, factory visits, and trade fairs that will assist Nigerian private sector to deepen their partnership with their Taiwanese counterpart for the growth of the economy. I'm optimistic that stakeholders there present will come up with appropriate policy recommendations to aid acquisition, leasing, and technology transfer for Taiwanese machinery to promote industrial knowledge chain development in Nigeria. This roadmap will stimulate investment across the agriculture and manufacturing sectors, chart a sustainable path towards food security and increased productivity, which are ingredients for and job creation. On this note, I wish you all fruitful deliberation, and I thank you for your kind attention and for your time.
Thank you so much, Mr. Suleman Adebayo Audu. 那接下来呢，我们的舞台上要进行贵宾合影。Now we would like to invite all of our distinguished guests and speakers, please to have a group photo. So please welcome to the stage or show your screen. 我们现在呢，欢迎在场的贵宾以及讲师来到舞台上合影留念。欢迎贸易局代主秘、机械工会 Tommy 谢会长、农机工会杨建生理事长。Also please welcome Mr. Ibrahim Ahmad, Trade Commissioner, Nigeria Trade Office in Taiwan ROC。有请我们台上的几位贵宾，也请线上的讲师们打开您的镜头。We also welcome our online guests to show us your screen and say hi to us, including Mr. Suleman Adebayo Audu from FMITI, Dr. Bello from FACAN, Ms. Gloria from ITFA, also Mr. Peter Igbinuson from NRPPMAN。现在呢，我们欢迎在场的大家拿起手机相机，捕捉这个精彩的合影画面。那么我要准备来倒数3、2、1了。虽然大家戴着口罩呢，也请帮我们用您的眼神传递出微笑。Ready? 3, 2, 1。那我要提醒在场的大家哦，因为我们视讯呢，同时也在进行合影哦，所以请我们在场的贵宾朋友拍完照之后，是不是可以稍微让出后方摄影机的位置呢？可以 Again, one more, 3, 2, 1。好，那么我们要一张拿下口罩的照片。One more shot. Please take off your mask for just a little bit while, okay? 一下下。好，请看着前方。准备好了 ，Ready? 3, 2, 1, smile。好，我们也请后方的镜头呢，也要捕捉大家。对，好，请大家稍微让出中间走道的空间。One more, 3, 2, 1。Very nice， 请大家再次掌声。Thank you so much. Please return to your seat. Thank you. 我们请台上的贵宾哦，可以先入座，准备要进行接下来的专题。Today, we are honored to invite speakers to share their insights and experiences with us. Our first theme focuses on Nigeria agriculture machinery business opportunities. 我们的讲师阵容是相当的坚强。在第一个主题将邀请 National Secretary of Federation of Agriculture Commodity Associations of Nigeria 奈国农产品同业公会联合总会秘书长 Dr. Bello Dongondaji 与我们分享奈及利亚农业机械产业商机。So please welcome Dr. Bello.
Good afternoon. You are welcome to Nigeria, Taiwan Business Forum. In this forum, which we tag Machinery Industry Business Opportunity. Let me start again by introducing myself. And my name are Dr. Bello Nuhu Dongondaji, the National General Secretary, Federation of Agricultural Commodity Associations of Nigeria. FACAN is the umbrella body for agricultural commodities associations in Nigeria. FACAN is one bus stop for all agricultural commodity activities, including processing and marketing, which is a one bus stop. FACAN is a bridge between the organized private sector and the public. FACAN was established about 20 years ago, arising from the scrapping of commodity boats in Nigeria. With what I have said, you can now agree with me that FACAN occupies strategic position in agricultural activities and processing in Nigeria. We are looking into these collaborations with specific approach to agricultural tools, machineries for processing, and of course, waste arising. We also give value for biomass activities. On top of this, we are looking for also technology transfers, training of our people in handling these machineries and equipments, distributorships for our members so that they can play a role in ensuring these machineries get into where production, processing, and marketing is done. On top of this, we look forward to equipment leasing. Under equipment leasing scheme, for some of our members that are into big time production, who cannot afford to buy machineries outrightly, they can now negotiate for leasing, because in leasing there's a financial leverage, and our people, our farmers, our processors are willing to take advantage of leasing of big time equipment from Taiwan. We are not unaware of the previous transactions of machineries coming from Taiwan from 2016 to date, which To our records, it is a huge sum transactions. And we believe with this understanding, with this cooperation and collaborations, we will increase this figure. The activities of our members will surely guarantee the increase in this business. We are also happy these collaborations will now trigger production of agricultural commodities in our country. We are also equally happy with this. We will create a synergy of market penetrations into Taiwan through these collaborations. What am I talking? If you can sell your machineries to us, if you could transfer technology to us, if you could train our people in this regard, it means we are producing more and more, which will require a bigger market. And we believe Taiwan is up there to bring the necessary synergies in our market, connectivity. We believe Taiwan would play a great role, especially in the vegetable marketing in your country. We're equally happy to note that we are into onions, cabbage, tomatoes, series of those fruit and vegetables in this country, and will take maximum advantage of those facilities, especially conditioning facilities and storage facilities, to increase the life shapes of these commodities. I believe with our understanding, with good understanding, with synergy from all collaborating partners, including government of the two countries, will play a role in ensuring that the collaboration works to the benefit of the playing parties. It is our understanding the processing aspects of these commodities will play a great role in improving the synergy between our market between our market connectivity and the production. It is our belief that these collaborations will touch on our gross domestic product. This gross domestic product will increase significantly, which will create employment among our people. It will create business, economic activities in our country. It will create a lot of benefits to our members. And if with what we are seeing, the way we are looking at the market, with optimistic approach, we believe Taiwan is a good partner in this regard, and we believe they have a lot to offer to us. Most importantly, let me talk about the biomass. The biomass, knowing fully well, the Taiwan has a lot of advantage in this particular area, and with the projects, a lot of projects that centered around biomass, I believe the Taiwan Machinery Association will have a lot to offer in this regards. We are looking to the future to exploit these opportunities from Taiwan. In our understanding, the Taiwan Embassy in Nigeria have played a great role in ensuring this collaboration takes place. Mrs. Joanne, who is a deputy counselor in the embassy, has played a great deal. She visited my office, we talked together, we keep talking with all the information that will make this collaboration possible. We sincerely say thank you, Joanne. We sincerely say this collaboration that is about to be, it is your handwork, and we will not play with it. We will do our best from our own part, and we believe our government will be in a position to assist us to ensure that we get the maximum benefit from these collaborations. We also wished the Taiwan Machinery Equipment Associations will take similar advantage from their country so that this collaboration will take us to places. It is our understanding and privilege that we will work our own way to ensure we achieve maximum results from this collaboration. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Bello. And next we have Ms. Gloria Ajoge-Adaba, lead consultant of CEO Remould Global Ventures Limited and member of International Trade Facilitation Association, to give us a speech on the Nigeria plastic and rubber machinery business opportunities. 接下来让我们欢迎奈国 Remould 全球基金创投执行长、首席顾问及国际贸易便捷协会会员 Ms. Gloria Ajoge-Adaba 为我们介绍奈国塑橡胶机械产业商机。Please welcome Ms. Gloria.
Good day, everyone. Standing on existing protocol, I would like to start by thanking the Taipei Trade Office in the Federal Republic of Nigeria for the opportunity and platform to give this keynote address on Nigerian plastic and rubber machinery business opportunities. As we are all aware, the pandemic has changed the dynamics of the world systems, and this includes business opportunities. Individuals, companies, and nations are actively seeking for ways in which they can adapt to the new normal while thriving economically and otherwise. As at 7th of October 2021, Nigeria's population was estimated to be approximately 212,571,041. Nigeria is the most populous Black nation in the world. It has a middle income, mixed economy, and emerging markets accounting for about $432 billion in gross domestic product as at 2020. Although known as an oil-rich nation, the falling oil prices in the international market have led to the sharp decline in the fiscal revenue, making the non-oil sector the key driver to economic growth, followed by the service and manufacturing industries. In recent years, government has adapted and adopted different adjustment strategies which have tightened government spending, focusing on non-oil revenues to compensate the declining oil revenues. As we would see and further discuss, Nigeria offers not only industry machinery business opportunities, but a growing potential for expansion in the businesses and industries within its boundaries, including but not limited to plastic and rubber industries. These industries have a relatively large untapped potential, providing room in several instances, as we'll discuss further, not only for machinery, but in some instances, opportunities to start up non-existing industries, processes, and or businesses, which will encompass machine and human development. Let's start with the plastic industry. Plastics are used in almost every segment of life, from domestic to industrial applications. On a global level, plastics, as a result of their costs, mechanical, chemical, composite, and physical properties, have displaced many traditional materials such as wood, stone, horn, bone, metal, glass, and ceramic. An overview of the structure of the plastic industry value chain, from resin raw material production, manufacture and use, and the plastic waste management systems, will give a picture of the present needs in the Nigerian plastic industry. Let's start with raw material production of the plastic industry in Nigeria. Indorama Eleme Petrochemicals plant in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, South, is currently the largest producer of plastic resin in Nigeria. Its plants are designed to produce about 360 kilotons of polyethylene PE and 120 kilotons of polypropylene PP per annum. Polyethylene is produced under two major categories: high-density polyethylene HDPE and linear low-density polyethylene LLDPE. Polypropylene is produced under three main categories: homopolymer, random copolymer, and copolymer. NG Polyethylene Terephthalate Manufacturing Company in Nigeria has a continuous polymerization system of high-quality food-grade PET resin from in Lagos, in Ogun State, in southwestern Nigeria. A globally accredited supplier of PET, NG has a daily PET resin production capacity of 420 tons and an annual capacity of 150,000 tons. Plastic manufacture and use. In 2015, Nigeria's plastic consumption reached around 1 million tons. This figure was estimated to be about 1.5 million tons as of 2020. With an increased annual population growth rate of 2.5%, this consumption is expected to equally increase. According to data published in 2020, 54% of the plastic in Nigeria was used as packaging material, like PET, PP, and PE. In addition, 16% of plastic was consumed by the construction industry, the second largest sector consuming plastic in Nigeria. Plastic packaging accounting for the largest plastic consumption in Nigeria. Plastic packaging accounts for the largest plastic consumption in Nigeria. Considering the large and growing population in Nigeria, and with manufacturers still having to import resin into the country to meet production demands, and in order to meet the growing demands of the Nigerian plastic market, this provides plastic machinery and business opportunities in this part of the plastic industry value chain. With the foregoing information, it is evident that the market for LLDPE and HDPE and PP resin are currently the highest consumers in the Nigerian market. However, with the natural resources available in the country and the necessary machinery, Nigeria is ready for the production of more of the much needed resins for indigenous use and possible exportation. Production of other types of engineering plastics such as nylon, PVC, ABCS, etc. can also be explored. Machinery opportunities therefore cover all resin manufacturing machines such as extruders, injection blow molders, etc. Post-use treatment. The impact of single-use waste on the plastic on the Nigerian environment is very drastic. Single-use plastic products are more likely to end up in our gutters, our seas, than reusable options. They constitute a major percentage in our solid waste stream. And since Nigeria lacks a structured waste source sorting system, this means that solid waste collected from end users is largely commingled and dumped on the streets. The initial part of this value chain, namely collections and sorting, are still manual processes in Nigeria. This gives room for mechanized waste material recovery systems and sorting opportunities, with a view of building more MRFs, material recovery facilities, across the nation. This will largely improve raw material acquisition for plastic and other waste recyclers in Nigeria. Other machinery to enhance plastic collections and processes include balers, crushers, plastic recycling lines for various types of plastics. The Nigerian rubber industry. Natural rubber is grown as a cash product in Nigeria in about 18 states, altogether covering an estimated 18 million hectares of land. The vast amount of land, favorable weather conditions in Nigeria indicate that the surface of the business and machinery opportunities in the Nigerian rubber industry the surface has barely been scratched, right from the farming to the processing of the natural rubber. The technical structure of natural rubber production, from industry plantation, establishment, maintenance, exploitation, processing to marketing, offers vast machinery and business opportunities as well. Nigeria is the second largest producer of natural rubber in Africa after Ivory Coast, and it is the 12th in the world. As at 2018, Nigeria's annual production of natural rubber was approximately 150,000 tons, a bare 1.1% of the world rubber output share, losing about $39 billion in the global rubber industry. Industry analysts observed that the country has failed to take advantage of the multi-billion-dollar financial opportunity in the rubber industry, considering the federal government's economic diversification campaign in the non-oil sector. Tire production facilities in Nigeria are currently closed down, and local consumption of natural rubber is now confined to largely the footwear sector. With the appropriate machinery, adequate funding, training coupled with availability of land and human resources, the Nigerian rubber industry has the potential of leading the world. Synthetic rubber is not currently produced in Nigeria, giving not just a machinery business opportunity, but an opportunity to start the Nigerian synthetic rubber industry, which will cover all necessary machinery required for the production of different types of synthetic rubber and their products. As I bring this address to an end, I would like to summarize by bringing in clear perspective the plastic and rubber in machinery business opportunities we have in Nigeria. Increased resin production machinery, machinery for resin manufacturing to meet growing population demands, extruders, injection molders, blow molders, etc. Post-plastic use collection sorting and treatment sorters, balers, crushers, pelletizers, etc. Logistics for easier transportation, preferably alternatives to trucks because of the road conditions and the turnaround time for production. Natural rubber cultivating machinery, natural and synthetic rubber manufacturing machinery, machinery for post-use rubber and plastic recycling, and or incineration for energy and other use. Tooling machinery for precision in indigenous machine making and spare parts production. This would enhance operation efficiency and productivity. Research and development laboratory testing equipment to increase quality control and develop adequate data for industry growth and development. Finally, it is pertinent to note that compliance with government policies, industry regulatory bodies are a major driving force in developing and growing any industry in Nigeria and the world. Also, building joint national trade agreements that would help bolster industry creation and development would go a long way in achieving business or industrial growth and ensure that all potentials and glaring opportunities will be translated into the increase of national gross domestic product. Networking within local and internationally related sector professional bodies will also help keep the existing and prospective plastic and rubber industry business owners up to speed and at par with global innovations and dynamics of plastic and rubber industries. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Gloria. Okay, next we have Mr. Kenny Yang, Chairman of Taiwan Agricultural Machinery Manufacturers Association, to share us Taiwan agricultural machinery industry landscape. 接下来呢，让我们欢迎台湾农机工会杨建生理事长，和我们分享台湾农业机械产业现况与未来展望。欢迎杨理事长。
来，各位与会的奈国的业界与台湾的业界先进，大家好，我是台湾农机工业同业公会的理事长杨建生。
Chairman of Taiwan Agricultural Machinery Manufacturers Association. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to the organizers for the invitation. I would like to take this opportunity and talk about the development of Taiwan's agricultural machinery industry and agricultural automation. According to the data I collected, the largest cash crop in the country is cassava and yam. Rice is also gaining status as a popular food crop. However, according to our statistics, all flours are also very important to Nigeria. So, according to regulation, flours imported to Nigeria must include 10% of tapioca flour. How about, in addition, cocoa beans, peanut, banana, rubber, sorghum, millet, corn, sesame seed, cotton, and palms are also products in significant account. The area of arable land available is large, and if the land is planned properly, productivity and yield will be greatly increased. As for the status of agriculture take rice for example, from seedling, transplant, the utilization of pesticide and fertilizers to drying and storage, 90% of the process involves machinery in Taiwan. So we have a very complete automated process. Not long ago, Nigeria has just adopted the automated seedling sowing machine from Taiwan. So only a very small portion of the machinery is imported from other countries, as Taiwan is already very mature in the manufacturing of agricultural machinery. Among all machines, except for a few types of imported product, are almost homemade in Taiwan, including automated seedling equipment, spraying machinery, fertilization dispenser machine, drones for spraying fertilizer, drawing machinery, milling machinery, selecting and sorting machinery, packaging machinery, low-temperature storage equipment, and even processing machinery for rice, food, and liquor. All these can be designed, manufactured, and assembled in Taiwan. Now, Taiwan also exports these machinery to Europe, Asia, Africa, and America. As for the production of cassava, now, according to our research, the planting requirement of cassava is similar to sugarcane in Taiwan, which is why we can modify the sugarcane planting machine for the automation of the crop. However, the harvesting of cassava resembles that of sweet potato. So, the harvesting of sweet potato is already stored in our machinery index. Now we can modify these index to fit the specific lands in Nigeria. Now, cassava can be harvested with machinery efficiently, and there are also machines for subsequent drying, slicing, flour production, fermentation, distillation. Taiwan also has production machineries that's automated for agricultural use. Now, as for peanuts, sorghum, corn, sesame seed, Taiwan has machinery for land consolidation, sowing, fertilization dispension, harvesting, drying, storage, and all types of food processing process, such as cooking, frying, and oil extraction. Now, there are also management systems and machinery for bananas and palms. There's companies that go to Southeast Asia, Indonesia, they all use these machineries to adapt to local use. Now, we have experienced all these areas. next. Due to climate change, Taiwan is now investing considerably in establishing various sizes of greenhouse for automated planting and sowing. So all of these automated systems are used for the seedling and sowing of vegetables. All these, the entire process is automated, including transplanting, watering, irrigation, fertilization, harvesting, and transportation. And we have soil, aggregated medium, hydroponics, water or mist, aeroponics, low temperature cultivation, automated irrigation system, sunlight, ventilation, temperature and humidity, monitoring and controlling system through the Internet of Things. So we can actually control a monitor through mobile phones or other mobile devices. So Taiwan is capable of manufacturing the entire machine and has been exporting these agricultural machinery to Europe, America, and Asia. As for future development and recommendations, well, Taiwan's agricultural machinery is moving toward smart sensing and control system. Now, because human resources is scarce and the population is aging pretty fast, so we have very small population of teenagers and youth in the country, which is why we need automated systems to control these temperature, light, and other elements. Now, these smart controlled greenhouse and crop plants will be able to actually control all these elements, including soil pH, electrolyte, and organic matter. Another is closed fish farms or indoor agriculture. Now, these fish farms is also a future development that we are exploring at the moment. As for Nigeria, I do believe another cash crop is also available. It will definitely bring another gives another direction to the agriculture in Nigeria. It is also very popular in Taiwan, in Southeast Asia, America, and Northeast Asia, and that is mushroom. Now, Taiwan is very skilled in the cultivation of mushroom. We have a very automated system for small and large-scale mushroom cultivation. Now, Taiwan's agricultural machinery and technology is very mature and will be able to help Nigeria in improving production and efficiency to actually cut down on the use of human resources, and we're able to achieve a win-win cooperation between the two countries. Due to time constraint, it is impossible to give a detailed and complete description of the agricultural machinery and agricultural industry in Taiwan. So if you're interested in learning more about agriculture and machinery, you are very welcome to contact us. We will not hesitate to help in the implementation of agricultural machinery in Nigeria and to explore business opportunities in Nigeria. We hope that the pandemic will be able to release its grip soon and will be able to live in peace and calm. Thank you.
Definitely not the least one is Mr. Tony Wu, sales representative of Trend Power Machinery. Mr. Tony Wu will talk about Taiwan plastic and rubber machinery industry landscape. 最后呢，让我们欢迎全保工业销售代表吴嘉林先生分享台湾塑橡胶机械产业现况与未来展望。欢迎吴代表。
Hi, my name is Tony. I am sales support engineer from Power Machinery. And today, my topic is on Taiwan plastic and rubber machinery business landscape. First, let's start with the industry outlook. Taiwan has about 400 machinery manufacturers for the plastic and rubber industry. They are mainly located at central and south part of Taiwan. And we form a comprehensive supply chain for the world. The annual production value is estimated around 45 billion NTD or 1.6 billion US dollar. The export value is estimated around 35 billion NTD or 1.3 billion USD. Currently, Taiwan is ranking the 6th place in the world in terms of the annual production and export value. The applicable industry ranges from transportation, electronics, food and beverage packaging, healthcare, and stationery. This graph represents the productivity value of Taiwan's plastic and rubber industry for the past 10 years. As you can see, Taiwan produced close to 1.6 billion USD annually before the pandemic occurs. And for the year 2020, Taiwan has experienced a slowdown of around 25% comparing to 2019. And therefore, before the pandemic, 1.1 billion US dollar out of 1.6 exported globally. So it's safe to say that Taiwan export around 70 to 80% of what we produce to the world. This graph is a breakdown of type of plastic and rubber machinery that Taiwan produces. The top 3 types are injection molding machines, extrusion machines, and extrusion blow molding machineries. The top 5 countries that we export to are China, Vietnam, United States, Indonesia, Japan, and Thailand, tied at 5th place. So the sales activity for us is generally concentrated in Asia, Southeast Asia, and US. And now, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce Power Machinery. Power is established in 1981, and in the past 40 years, we have now grown into a public company with 14 million US dollar in capital. And we are now enlisted as 4575 on the Taipei Exchange. Power has 4 business divisions. They are precision tooling, green packaging, intelligent agriculture, and blow molding machinery. First, the precision tooling. Power has produced wide ranges of precision tool holders and drill chuck for the CNC machining industry. We also use high precision machinery for the production and also have very strict QC procedures to ensure the quality of our product. Our precision tooling are then sold worldwide. Green packaging, which is the second part of our business division, which is produce thermoform packaging and melt-blown fabric. For the thermoforming part, we can either use this PLA or PET to produce the thin film first. Then we use thermoforming process to produce the rigid packaging for the food industry. Other materials such as PP can also be used to make the tray. Our productivity ranges from 250 to 450 kilogram per hour, depending on the type of the film that we use. Power also offers melt-blown fabric and mask machines. So our customer can make their own melt-blown fabric layers for the mask. We can also source the spun lace and spun bond layer for our customers so they can start making the mask. The third division is smart agriculture, where by using the IoT technology, we create a system which will gather information such as weather and the geology of the farm. And we use that data to formulate a pesticide spraying session. We believe that this system will improve the farming efficiency. We now talk about the stretch blow molding divisions of Power machineries. We have machines for all types of applications. For water and CSD, we offer TS series machines for lower production output. That type of machine is great for a new market player who's just entering this beverage industry. And for customer who's looking for higher output, we have linear series machines, which is perfect for medium-sized bottled water production lines. We also have WL series and 3-cavity linear machines designed dedicated for edible oil applications. The market for the wide neck application is pretty good for Power. Many converters start to put processing this type of bottle for generic packaging or for ketchup or salad dressing sectors. Many of our customers who are in the bottled water industry, also including family-sized water, the size ranges from 6 liter to 5 gallons as part of their product portfolio. Power offers great solution for these sectors too. For the cosmetic, daily use lotion, and specialty bottle, Power also offer 2 models of single-stage machines for these sectors too. The main advantage of using this type of processing is the ability to produce a glass-like surface finishing for the bottle. Therefore, it's very suitable for premium product packaging. Power export stretch blow motors globally, and Africa is a very important part of the market for us too. In fact, it accounts for about 20% of our total export. We have many bottled water manufacturers in Africa using our machines in their part of their production lines. Conclusion, Power offers over 60 models to suit all your production needs. We also offer complete line solutions from bottle production to palletization. Therefore, be sure to speak with us before making any purchasing decisions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Tony Wu. And now we'll move on to the panel discussion. Please welcome our panelists come to the stage, also on the screen. Please welcome Dr. Bello from FACAN, Mr. Peter, the President of National Rubber Producers, Processors and Marketers Association of Nigeria, also Miss Gloria from Remould. 马上把舞台上的时间交。
Hello? All panel speakers and the audience online, I'm Boucher, chairman of the Plastic and Rubber Machinery Committee of TAMI. I'm very happy to be joined by Dr. Bello Dongondaji, National Secretary of FACAN, and also Mr. Peter Igbinosan, President of National Rubber Producers, Processors, and Marketers Association of Nigeria, Peter. And also we have Ms. Gloria Ajoge-Adaba, Lead Consultant of CEO, Remould Global Ventures Limited, and member ITFA. And of course, sitting next to me is Mr. Kenny Young, Chairman of TAMA. All right, these are the speakers who join us from the panel discussion. Let me go back a little bit to what some of our previous speakers just said. Dr. Bello Dongondaji gave us an introduction to the needs and also development of the agricultural industry in Nigeria. And Gloria shared with us some insights into the plastic and rubber industry in Nigeria. And I would also like to thank what Kenny just said. He shared with us what Taiwan could do, what Taiwan could provide to Nigeria. And of course, Tony talked about what Champower, what kinds of products Champower provides. So these are the things that we just heard. All right. Now, I would like to go into the Q&A in the panel discussion. I actually got a few questions for our panel speakers. I have one question for Gloria. Nigeria is actually raising the tariff for some kinds of rubber and plastic products. Does that mean that Nigeria government is actually trying to boost the development of domestic rubber and plastic machinery industry by doing that? Gloria?
Question. I think it's a question and an answer on its own. Yes, Nigeria is trying to definitely improve any form of indigenous manufacturing process within its boundaries, like I said in my keynote address. And that action, I would say, speaks louder than words. So yes, Nigeria definitely is looking to improve that sector.
Thank you, Gloria. And my second question goes to Dr. Bello Dongondaji. I'm curious about how many people and also the population of younger farmers in the industry. Can you give us an idea about how big and also the size of young people doing agriculture in this industry?
We can't hear you, sir. You are muted.
Dr. Bello?
Yes?
Yes. Can you hear me?
现在可以。
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Yes, we can hear you right now. We can hear you right now.
100 million people. And if you look at the figure that constitutes the farming community, one can say we have over 100 people that are into farming. Across this figure, you have the vast number of the population that is well over into consistent farming. Then a figure of less than maybe 20% is into mechanizations. Hello? Hello?
Go ahead.
Hello?
We can hear you. We can
Hello?
hear you.
Can hear you. Can hear you.
So with this, you can be comfortable to say that the farming community in Nigeria, Nigeria being an agrarian country, constitute a large number. Thank you. Hello?
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you to Dr. Bello, Dongondaji. I have one more for you. About the distribution channels of agricultural products. Can you share with us on that? Are most of the agricultural products for domestic market or for exports? And also I want to ask you about the distribution channels in your country.
We produce for home consumptions and for exports. And the distribution channels are usually within our local markets and of course the international market across the borders. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
In the international market, you have the produce which have not undergone any process, and you have the ones that have undergone the process. All are for exports and home consumptions. But the larger portion of it is consumed in Nigeria. But for cash crops and for international markets, you have like the cocoa, you have the ginger, you have the sesame, you have the cassava, you have a wide range of them for international markets. Hello? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
That is the market distribution on how after producing, after processing, then the market takes effect.
Thank you very much to Dr. Dongondaji. Thank you.
OK， 谢谢 Dr. Bello。那接下来
And my next question for Gloria. In Nigeria, rubber and plastic products are used for daily purposes, tires, and also slippers, and also for electronic products. I'm just wondering what other products or what other fields that you also see a huge amount of use of rubber and also plastic. So, Gloria, can you share with us a little bit more on that?
Yes, the packaging industry, for the plastics, I would say packaging, like as indicated in my keynote address, about 54% of the plastics produced are used mostly for packaging, such as polyethylene terephthalate for bottles, LDP and LDP for the plastic bags, and also lots of other hard plastics that are used for domestic use in Nigeria. So those are the high users for the plastic packaging and the domestic use. For the rubber industry, we're looking at footwear. Currently, that's the current status of the Nigerian rubber industry, although I have an expert in the rubber industry, which I believe Mr. Peter will talk more on specifics for rubber. But my own forte is more on plastics, and I would speak that a lot of HDPE, polypropylene, PP, polyethylene terephthalate, PET, and LDP, low density polyethylene, those are in high demand currently in Nigeria. Some engineering rubbers also are used, but I'll leave Mr. Peter to answer more on the rubber industry.
Miss Gloria.
Thank you, Miss Gloria, for your answer. Now, I would like to ask our friends from Nigeria for your feedback. Do you have any questions for us? If you have questions pertaining to the agriculture machinery, we'll ask Kenny to answer the question. So, Dr. Bello?
Hello? Yes, I'm aware the president of the Nigerian Rubber Association is in the panel, and I'm expecting that he should be given the opportunity to make contribution. He will share a lot of insight in terms of the sectors, and he will also clarify a number of issues. So I think we should give him an opportunity to make intervention on this.
Okay. Mr. Peter?
Yes. Neil, do you have any question want to ask? 要问我们。
Mr. Peter, you just mute yourself.
Can you confirm you are hearing me now?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Good morning, everyone. So glad to be here. And I need to, I have about 3 questions to ask, but before then, I'd like to say 1 or 2 things, especially make some contributions to where Gloria actually shifted some issues for me to clarify. First and foremost, we in Nigeria, in the rubber industry, in the natural rubber industry, we are primarily producing raw materials. These raw materials are in 2 stages, the primary raw materials and the secondary raw materials. These primary raw materials are the direct product of the trees, which is the latex and of course the coplums. The coplums are the coagulated latex. Now, the latex, there are several products that are used, that the latex are used for, and then we primarily, for the coplums, they are also used for a series of products. But you know, these are raw materials that are produced, but they are further processed into a secondary raw material, especially the coplums. They are processed into what we call the TSRO, the technically specified rubber, and then the latex is produced sometimes into the ROSS, which is the reef smoke sheets, and these are used for different byproducts. But in Nigeria here, in terms of byproduct production is quite low. Is very, very low because most of our raw materials are exported, and very little is being used here in Nigeria. The products that we actually engage in here in Nigeria are usually the car mats. You know what I mean, the car mats. Yeah, then the foams, the pillows. We have very few companies that are producing condoms. We also have some that are producing doormats. You know, very few of them also producing doormats. Aside this is a bit quite low in terms of byproducts production in Nigeria. Every other thing is usually exported abroad, across the borders of the country. That's one. Today, I would like you to know that despite the fact that Nigeria is third, maybe Gloria is not aware of this now, we have just moved backward 1 step. We were second before, we are now third in Africa. And in terms of export, we are 23rd in the world. In 2020, the export revenue gotten from rubber was at $20.9 million, you know, as compared to a country like Cote d'Ivoire that had $1.3 billion. So the reason is not far-fetched. We are, the government presently, I think I need to commend the government of Nigeria, especially the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, and the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development, of course, the Nigerian Export Promotion Council and the Raw Material Research and Development Council. They are doing their best to see that rubber is revived in Nigeria. Because like Gloria said, we have about 1 million hectares of rubber land suitable for rubber cultivation. And I tell you, that is only for the south. We have just discovered some other states in the north where we can produce rubber. States like Adamawa, like Kaduna, and like Taraba in the core north. And then we have Benue, Kogi, and even Kwara in the middle belt. But as it is, Nigeria, we are only at about 206 hectares of rubber plantation in Nigeria. And so you can imagine the quantity of rubber that we are producing is just around 55, 56 100,000 metric tons in a year. So the focus of NAPMAN, which is Nigeria, National Rubber Producers, Processors and Marketers Association of Nigeria, is to see that we improve on the plantation base so that we can produce raw materials that can drive industrialization in the country. That is what we are doing currently. Now, my question number one, at purchase of your factory machines, do you include installation? Do you include installations? That's one. Question number two, will you accept part payment for your machine purchase and full payment on installation and test run? And full payment on installation and test run. And question number three, what is your arrangement for spare parts for routine maintenance and repairs? These are my three questions. And if I may add a fourth one, what is the period between payments, shipments, and installation?
好的，那个Mr. Peter 的问题就由我来回答。以我公司
Okay. From what we do is that we have engineers in Africa is also installing these equipment. Now we have injectors, we have bowlers, we are installing an entire chain, automated chain there in Africa. So we have colleagues over there. We have already had our vaccine shots, and we are now going overseas to install these equipments for other countries. But of course, compared to the past years, because of the travel restrictions and the quarantine restrictions, we have less engineers doing these jobs. We have to arrange their schedules, and there will be delays. But for all the sales we made, we do offer installation services. And a major part is that through instructions online, we will be able to assist our clients in troubleshooting and installation and calibrating the equipment. And these after service and custom service, whether be it now or before the pandemic, we are all trying to actually provide as much service to our clients as possible. So I do believe that for us and for other companies in Taiwan, we all do believe in customer service. Either before purchase or after purchase, we would provide a very comprehensive service. Okay, now we have other questions. I would like to ask Chairman Yang. I would like to ask you questions. If we have cooperation on agricultural machinery, how long would it take for a complete or comprehensive structure to be installed in Nigeria? Well, if we are to cooperate in the agricultural machinery, I think we don't have a definite timeline. It really depends on the need and how we understand and confront the problems. So we really need to communicate and really need to talk to each other about our needs and really set a timeline based on what we have and what we're going to do. Thank you for your answer. The second question I would like to ask Chairman Yang is that the domestic need in Nigeria is about the production or agricultural machineries, and we have tractors, and we have processing and packaging machineries for the primary products, a secondary product. So what are the services and cooperations that the association can help when it comes to machineries in these areas? Well, the agriculture machinery in Taiwan can cover all these areas already, but because different kind of crops, they require different kinds of management and care. So we need to really think about the requirements of these crops so that we can take care of them according to their characteristics. So like corn is very tall, and their requirements, they require different kind of specifics when it comes to machinery as to like shrubs or like, shorter plants. So how would the association help us in the storage or to actually store like fresh fruit and vegetables? Do you have any kind of systems or equipment in this area? Well, in low temperature transportation and cold chain transportation and storage, we are very mature right now. We have a very complete chain and system. So we definitely have corresponding machinery and systems and equipment if Nigeria needs products in these areas. But of course, you need human resources locally that can be trained to handle these equipment. I think that's all about all they need. Okay, so the agriculture machinery companies in Taiwan will be able to install the equipment and train local workforces to handle these equipment. And of course, Nigeria needs these experts or engineers to go to Nigeria to help with the setup, right? Okay. I think we are running a business, so we have to think about the market, the need, how big the market is, and of course the support of the government, and about the customs or taxes. If a company makes profit, of course they will invest more into product research or customer service. So I think the government must support the companies and to actually help them overcome the hurdles and problems, and that I do believe that will facilitate further cooperation between the two countries. So whether we succeed or not, I do believe all experiences are good experiences, and that would definitely increase the future success rate. As for troubleshooting, I think so far we have really high success rate, and we have cooperated with many companies in Nigeria as well. But there are some cultural clashes, and we need to actually target these problems and then solve them. And then we must do face-to-face, and we must go to Nigeria to really take a look and actually take the details into consideration. I think that's very important. Okay, so there are a few questions from Nigeria. We have 2 more questions. First of all, Nigeria would like to ask, how can you actually improve the relationships with the small and medium corporations in Taiwan? Well, Taiwan actually supports the Taiwanese companies to actually invest or cooperate with overseas companies. Well, there are a lot of small and medium companies in Taiwan, so it has a large influence in Taiwan. So the Taiwanese government has been trying to connect with other governments. That events like today's forum is an excellent example as to how the government wishes to reach out and facilitate communication and exchange so that the companies in Taiwan will have a better understanding of the environment in Taiwan and will be able to offer tailor-made either services or equipments to Nigeria. So Later, if you're interested, the associations will be able to answer questions and provide services, and they will be able to talk to the government and communicate with the Taiwanese government for the Nigerian companies as well. Thank you.
梁总
Kenny, you have anything to add? What about our friends in Nigeria? Peter, Bello, or Gloria? You have any more questions, or you have any comments that you want to make, or you have anything to add here?
Hear me?
Yes.
I asked 3 questions. Yes, I asked 3 questions. You barely touched one of them. The other 2 questions I asked, maybe I was too fast, so I can slow down a little bit. I was asking, will you accept part payment for your machines until you have done installation and test run, and we do full payment?
这个地方根据依我们的经验，这个地方
I think it's very much in accordance with the contract. And of course, the payment will be different from case to case. Before the pandemic broke out, just according to my experience in Nigeria, I think we will firstly invite our clients to pay a visit to Taiwan and check on the equipment, to check on the products that we are going to sell to them. And then after making sure that everything is okay, then just according to the contract, maybe we will have 90% of the, collect 90% of the payment first, or we can also assist our client in paying in installments in different periods of time. So, but this kind of payment schedule could be different from case to case. This is my own experience. I'm wondering if Kenny has anything to add here. I think for us, a deal is a deal, and of course, we will collect the first payment in a certain percent first, and that will be included in the final sum of the payment. Maybe we can collect it after we go to Nigeria and after we install the equipment there. And training of personnel, it could happen either in Taiwan or in Nigeria. And it will also be a little bit different.
My other question is, thank you very much. My other question is, what is your arrangement for spare parts for routine maintenance and repairs? Because right now it's like you are moving into a Nigerian market and you don't have so much of your products in our market. So what's your arrangement for spare parts?
Ah, 好的，我先分享一下我们的经验。基本上这些个设备到国外了之后，我们会有这个1年的免费备品的建议清单给我们的客人，依据客人自己本身设备架动的情形，他可以选择1年的备品的清单的采购。那我们当然也有部分的机器交货的时候的免费备品。那也会跟建议客人依照交通需求那个取得运输等等的时间，那部分备半年的建议备品，部分备这个1年的建议备品，然后让这个机器发生故障的时候能够及时的取得这些个零件。那 如果没有这些备品，如果不能及时的话，其实最快的方式，台湾收到客户的讯息，料件准备好了之后，从台湾寄到客户的手上。那在过往以我们的经验，估计也就是3天5天的时间，这些个料件都能够到客户的手上。OK。
I'm sorry, I forgot to press the microphone button. It's according to different cases, and we suggest that the client can have spare parts for 1 year, for 2 years locally, or we can also send the spare parts from Taiwan. As soon as we get the notification, it takes about 1 week, 3 to 5 days or so for us to send the spare parts to your company or to where you are.
Mr. Peter?
Does that answer your question?
I would like to find out, because when we talk about machinery, we are directly referring to power. And it's no secret about the power industry in Nigeria. What innovations are you putting in place to incorporate the ease of power consumption by your machineries in terms of the amount of power that is required to power your machine, especially in the plastic and industry, recycling, and also manufacturing? What innovations have been put in place for your machineries to really cater for the Nigerian market as regards power consumption and supply?
Yeah, let me try to answer this question. Yeah, of course. When we send the equipment to our clients, what we want to do is that the equipment could work probably in the first stage with relatively low energy level, such as injection machines, such as molding machines, with relatively low level of power consumption, that we can also operate the equipment. And of course, some of our best companies here from Taiwan, they're also trying to achieve that goal with the lowest power consumption, that we want to drive the equipment, that we want to make sure that the equipment could also work normally. So everything should be discussed in advance in the deal. It takes a lot of negotiation, there's also discussion between us. We want to know how the power runs in your country and during power shutdowns, any kinds of supported options. Those are the things that we want to take into consideration. Probably it's going to cause some influence into the equipment, or probably it would just take you to turn on the equipment again and it will be back again. So the influence level is different, and it takes a lot of understanding in advance. Or maybe you can also make sure that your equipment goes with a backup power machine so that it can sustain the equipment for 4 to 5 minutes, and it's enough time for our mechanics to fix the problem. These are all the options, but it takes a lot of discussion so that we want to make sure that we can manage all kinds of situations. I hope I answer your question in that way.
OK， 好。
And Dr. Bello, Dongondaji, you have one last question that you want to ask?
Dr. Bello, you are mute yourself.
Yeah, you're muted right now. Please unmute yourself, or we cannot hear you.
Yes.
We can hear you now, sir.
Yes.
Okay, very good. We have not talked equipment leasing, because some of our manufacturers that are big time, they are into big time production, and the need might arise where they cannot outrightly pay for the price of the machineries. Then the option, it is a financial option, and how do we go about it? Then that is question number one. Then the other question is, you have touched on all the commodities we are dealing with, ranging from cassava, yam, potatoes, maize, and quite a number of them. I know in Taiwan, you have these small machines, what we call handheld. Then under what arrangement can we have that, those machineries into Nigeria? Because I believed with the large number of people that are dealing in subsistency, I think this will go a long way in assisting our members. Thank you. Hello.
Yes, Kenny? Yeah. For this kind of smaller size or handheld equipment, we have a lot of this kind of devices like lawnmowers or chain machines or tractors. We have smaller size machines like that. I can give you some more information and also documents after today's forum. And for leasing, you have to set up a company first. And then you have the company that could be responsible for all kinds of leasing procedures. I think you can do that in Nigeria. Or maybe you can also think about purchasing second-hand equipment. I think second-hand agricultural machineries are actually very much accessible, either in Europe, in Africa, or in Asia. And for sure, Taiwan can help with that. We got some companies from Southeastern Asia coming to Taiwan in the past, looking for some second-hand agricultural machineries. So maybe that's also another direction you can think about. Thank you very much to Kenny. Yeah, due to the constraints of time, we are about to come to an end of today's forum. Let me try to wrap up the forum today. I think the forum today is just the beginning. This is a perfect stage for exchanges, maybe not just on the machinery and also machine industry. We can talk about more on other fields. This is a great opportunity for us to gain more mutual understanding about each other. I hope in the future we'll see more exchanges and also networking between Taiwan and Nigeria. I think we can mutually benefit from this kind of cooperation and also exchanges. And with that, I would like to call an end to our forum today. Thank you to our friends in Nigeria, Gloria, Peter, and also Mr. Dongondaji. Thank you once again for joining us today. Thank you.
Dr. Bello, Mr. Peter, and Miss Gloria, thank you so much. 同时呢，我们也感谢今天为我们主持座谈的会长以及杨理事长，也请两位呢可以先回座，也谢谢大家的陪伴和参与。Today's forum is finished. We appreciate all of your participation, and we hope this event help your better understanding of Taiwan and Nigeria machinery industry. Thank you for joining us today. We hope we can see you soon. 各位贵宾，2021年台奈机械产业对话论坛在这边告一段落。祝福各位贵宾都有个美好以及丰收的一天。谢谢。辛苦了。